Hey, what's up, good people? We got big tech. This is like the Super Bowl of big tech. We're going to get right into it. My name is Larry Jones. For those of you that are not subscribed to the page, like, subscribe, notification bell, hit it right away as we get right into it. All right. Amazon has reported. Look at that. It's a beat. Earnings, dollar per share. All right. That may not compare to the 80 cents per share expected, right? Okay, revenue, 170 billion. That may not compare to the 166.2 billion expected by LSEG, all right? Amazon services, web services, 24.2 billion, all right? And then we have advertising, 14.2 billion. All right. Hey, Meta just came out. Meta earnings are out also. So let's just go right to it. Look at Meta. All right. Let me get that out of the way. They're going to be popping like hotcakes. All right. Meta reported earnings after bell. Here's what the company reported. All right. Compared to the Wall Street was expected based on surveys of analysts by LSEG, formerly known as, okay, all right, let's go. Earnings, 5.33 per share, all right, and then revenue is 40.1 billion, all right, compared to 39. See here, 5.3 per share compared to 4.96. Right? So, hey, we're looking good. You can see the rest of it. You could go and pull it up and look at it. So let's look at the stock. Let's see. That's Meta. Let's go to Meta. Bam! Look at that, good people. Look at that. Popped up 7% after hours. Meta just hit the ball out of the park. You see that? Bam! All right. For those of you that are in on option calls, hopefully we can hold that. It was up. Meta was up 1.19%. And right on the announcement, jumped another 7.40%. All right. Meta is up almost 9% after hours, jumped up 8.98%. And then Amazon is up 3.5%. All right. So these are popping. This is good news so far. And we got one more. Let's see what they're going to report. All right. I'm shooting this in real time, but I'm going to air it as soon as Apple reports. So we had Amazon and Meta report. And so far, they are knocking the ball out of the park. This is actually good news after all of the data that we had come in today. Let's look at this. The Dow was expecting this. The market was expecting this to happen, good people. Look at this. Look at these surges. The Dow for the day came back strong, 340 points. The NASDAQ up 200. S&P up, right? Let's go right to Meta. Meta is surging. Look at that. At the time of recording this, Meta surging another 12%. It was up 13% in the after hours. Amazon reports better than expected results as revenue jumped 14%. Now we're waiting on Apple, but as you could see, Apple in the after hours is trying to come up, right? It surged up and it's just kind of waiting. We're just kind of waiting to see what it's going to do. And we should have a CNBC report coming soon. All right. While we're waiting on that, let me just let you guys know that, look, the second link below is going to be the Stock Squad. Come and get our plays. And I want to check in there and see if any of the other guys were playing these earnings. This is going to be the second link below. It is the Stock Squad. Keenan Grace, Stocks with Josh, Stockmo, and myself. All right. That's going to be the second link below. But you guys know what's going to be the first link below. It's going to be Stock Up You. For those of you that are in Stock Up You, you are learning and earning from all of us. You can see we got Keenan Grace, we got Stocks with Josh doing the charting, we got dividends, we got basic fundamentals, and we have an entire chapter on crypto. We're going to make money with crypto, hand over fist, just like we are going to make it in the market. Let's talk about what the Fed said on yesterday, and then we're going to end when Apple reports. Listen, there's not going to be a rate cut in March. It's not going to happen. We knew it here. A lot of other pages knew it. It's funny how we knew it. All of us knew it, but the market didn't. And it was priced in. And the market was, all of this was priced in March and in 6 and 7 rate cuts. Now it's going to be fewer and later. Fewer rate cuts, and it's going to start later. So it might not be March. It might be May or June, all right, before we start to see any rate cuts. That's kind of like what the Fed hinted on yesterday. And so this may be an opportunity for us to buy more and position ourselves better, all right? So I am going to see what's happening with Apple as they report. And soon as Apple report, I will release this video to you guys. Listen, make sure you hit the like button. This is one of the easiest things you can do to help keep me alive so we can continue to make this money.
First two, Steve. Hey there, John. Yep, and it's a beat on the top and bottom lines for Apple. Let me go over those big numbers and then dive into the details here. EPS coming in $2.18. Street was expecting $2.10. Revenues growth again for the first time after 4 quarters of declining sales. $119.58 billion in revenue. Street was looking for $117.9 billion. That's about 2% revenue growth. Again, first growing quarter for Apple after 4 quarters of declines. iPhone, that is also a beat. $69.7 billion in sales there versus the $67.82 I'm sorry, that was a slight miss on iPhone. And also, just to note there, that's the first full quarter of iPhone 15 sales. Services, just a very, very slight miss here, but up 11% year on year. Services coming in at $23.12 billion. Street was looking for $23.35 billion. And this is going to get a lot of attention, guys, so I want to make a big deal out of this. China, Greater China sales, down 13% year on year to $20.82 billion. We'll have some more commentary on that in a bit for you guys, but that is going to be a key figure people are going to be focusing on. I'll send it back over to you.
All right. Steve, thanks. Dan Ives, is this...
All right, you guys heard that. China sales, you guys heard that. China sales were down, but it was still a beat. Let's look at Apple. Let's look at the chart. The chart don't look that hot. As you could see at the time, this is in real time as the reports are coming out. So by the time you see it, so Apple went up and then boom, came down, right? Came down. Now let's see what Apple does in the after hour. Okay. You just heard it live. Hopefully it wasn't too loud for you guys. Here it is. Earnings. You see here, there was a beat on earnings. You could see 2.18 versus 210, right? There was a beat on revenue, right? But here's what the scary part is. Concerns about demand in China, okay? And then the iPhone sales were down, which was expected, right? So now, let's also go over to Meta. What's happening with Meta that is making it surge up more than 14% now? What's happening with Meta is the dividend, right? Meta is for the first time paying a dividend. Let's see if we could find that anywhere. Nope, they don't have it posted yet. But Meta is announcing a dividend now, and you could see that it is surging on that. Meta is taking a page from Apple. All right. So let's go over it again. Look at that. Apple now down 1.5%, right? Apple has been coming down anyway. Amazon up after hours, another 5.47 after being up 2.63%. And then Meta was up 1.9, but up another 14% in the after hours. Now, let me point one more thing out about Meta, right? You guys remember when we were talking here about them returning to their core customer. We wanted them to return to their core customer, and they were talking about the headset. Remember? Right here, right? And he spent billions of dollars on the headset and the metaverse, right? And it was too soon, too quick. The metaverse will come back, right? That's why I'm invested in the Roblox. But it just tanked. Look at that. It tanked 76%. And everybody, and even I was saying, I'm not touching it until he comes back to his core customer. And then when it tanked down here, exactly what he did. Remember, he came out, he said, I heard you. We are going to stop pouring all of this money into the metaverse. We're going to get back to our core customer. And then once he said that and did that, it ran back up. Look at this, good people. Look at this. 334%. If we could just get Elon Musk to do the same thing with Tesla, we will all be happy. All right? So I'm going to leave it there. I want to post this as soon as I can. Make sure you check out the Stock Squad. That'll be the second link below. Make sure you join Stock Up You and make money every day. The money you invest in yourself, you will make 1,000 times that much, 10,000 times that much over your lifetime. Okay. So Stock Up You, come and join. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, earn, and learn.